4.57 billion years ago, a vast cloud of gas and dust swirled in the silence of the Milky Way. Within this immense nebula, gravity began its eternal work, pulling matter together, creating clumps, spirals, and collisions. Out of chaos, order slowly emerged. The center grew hotter, brighter, more alive, and from that fiery heart, our sun was born. Around it, countless fragments of rock and ice spun wildly, colliding and merging, shaping the planets we now call home. The first billion years were violent, chaotic, unrelenting. Asteroids rained from the skies, carving craters, delivering water, scattering the seeds of possibility across the newborn worlds. Mercury, scorched and small, settled closest to the sun Venus. Thick with gases, began its greenhouse fate. Earth, with oceans forming and atmosphere shifting, carried a fragile balance. And Mars, red and cold, once held rivers that ran across its surface before they vanished into time. Further still, giants emerged: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, the sentinels of the outer system, pulling and shaping with their gravity, defending the inner worlds while holding countless moons in their embrace. The solar system had been forged, a family of planets, moons, asteroids, and comets bound forever to the sun, our star, our life. And in this grand design, life itself began to rise, to breathe, to dream. But nothing lasts forever. Every star has a beginning, and every star has an end. Look up at the sun, blinding, powerful, untouchable. Every sunrise reminds us that our star has burned for billions of years, a steady furnace of light and heat. At its core, hydrogen fuses into helium, releasing energy that races outward before spilling across space. Without this gift, Earth would be frozen, lifeless, silent. The sun is not just a star. It is the heartbeat of the solar system. Its gravity holds planets in orbit. Its warmth drives winds, seasons, and oceans, and its light feeds every living thing. For 4.571 billion years, it has shown unwavering, a constant in a universe of change. But deep within, the clock ticks. The sun is halfway through its life, burning its hydrogen slowly but surely. Each second, it consumes 600 million tons of hydrogen, turning it into energy. Each second, it gives away part of itself, fueling everything we know. And yet, one day this balance will falter. One day the sun will change. One day, the very star that nurtures us will also bring an end. Scientists can see it coming. In 5 billion years, the sun will swell, becoming a red giant. Its brilliance will increase, but its wrath will scorch. The star that gives us life will become the star that takes it away. The earth may seem eternal beneath our feet, but in truth, it is only a moment in the story of the sun. Imagine the far future. The solar system has aged. The sun, no longer young, grows restless. Hydrogen in its core has thinned, the fuel nearly gone. Pressure builds, forces shift, and a new chapter begins. The sun expands. It swells layer upon layer until it grows into a red giant, vast and terrifying. Mercury is swallowed instantly, gone without a trace. Venus follows, its clouds and mountains consumed by fire. And then, Earth waits for its turn. At first, the rising heat burns oceans away. The seas boil, rivers dry, clouds vanish. The air grows toxic. The ground cracks beneath relentless heat. Mountains melt, continents collapse, and life, whatever remains, disappears forever. And then comes a final moment. The sun, swollen to nearly 200 times its size, stretches across the sky, a blazing crimson monster. Slowly, surely, its outer layers reach outward, wrapping around Earth. And then, in one terrible instant, our world is gone, swallowed whole by the parent star that once gave it life. The solar system itself is transformed. The balance breaks, orbits shift, planets drift. Mars may survive, but scorched and barren. The outer planets, Jupiter and Saturn, remain, but they too feel the furnace as their atmospheres swell and their moons bake in relentless heat. The sun, now a red giant, burns brighter than ever, but it is unstable. It trembles, shedding its layers into space, creating clouds of gas that shimmer like cosmic fire. For the solar system, the golden age is over. What becomes of star, when it has burned almost everything it has. Chaos. The sun throws off its outer layers, great waves of gas expanding across space, creating a nebula of glowing color and dust. Like a final breath, the sun exhales, leaving behind a haunting beauty, a nebula shining across the galaxy. The inner planets are gone, destroyed or consumed. Only echoes remain. The asteroid belt scatters, comets are hurled away, moons shift or crash into their hosts. Jupiter and Saturn endure, but their skies are never the same. Their great rings, their storms, their worlds are reshaped beneath the dimming light. Out there, beyond Neptune, the Kuiper Belt drifts in silence. Pluto, Eris, countless icy worlds. They remain on the edge, watching untouched as the sun collapses inward. For them, the drama is distant, the fire faint, the destruction far away. The solar system shrinks. Once filled with light, now it is a realm of shadows. The grand dance of destruction has ended, but what remains is strange, haunting, unfamiliar. This is no longer the solar system we once knew. And then, silence. The sun, once a giant, has collapsed. What remains is small, dense, impossibly heavy. A white dwarf no larger than Earth, but with a massive star. It glows faintly, a ghost of what it once was, radiating the last of its energy into the dark. This white dwarf is strange and alien. Its gravity is immense, crushing matter into a state beyond imagination. There are no more nuclear reactions, no more fiery fusion. The sun is now just a glowing ember, cooling slowly over trillions of years. Around it, a new solar system drifts in silence. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune may remain, circling their faint ghost star. Moons that survive orbit in quiet darkness. Asteroids float endlessly, no longer guided by the warmth of past. Earth is gone. Venus is gone. Mercury is gone. The inner system has vanished forever. But memory lingers in rocks, in light, in the echoes that drift across the galaxy. For somewhere far away, there may be beings who see this faint star and wonder what story it once told. The reign of the White Dwarf is a reign of silence. No storms, no seasons, no sunrise. Just the last light of a dying star, fading into eternity. So what does this story mean for us here and now? We live in a fleeting window of time, balanced between the birth of the sun and its eventual death. We are creatures of this moment, existing because of the star that shines steadily, giving us warmth, light, and life. But the future is written in the stars. One day, the earth will be gone. One day, the sun will expand, devour, collapse. One day, our solar system will be only a memory. Does that make life fragile, or does it make it more precious than ever before? Scientists gaze at the skies not just to predict the end, but to understand the beginning, to see in other stars what will happen to our own, to learn from their lives, their deaths, their transformations. In their stories, we see our fate. Perhaps humanity will not be here when the end comes. Perhaps by then we will have left Earth, carrying our legacy to new worlds among the stars. Perhaps we will watch the sun's transformation from far, remembering it as the star that gave us life. And so, as you look at the sun today, remember this truth. It is not eternal, but it is ours. Its story is our story. From dust to light to fire to silence. The solar system is 4.571 billion years old and will continue to change long after we are gone. Yet for now, it burns, it shines, it gives us everything. The sun is alive, and so are we.